typical day would start with Dave Wallace sort of banging on the door, and then we'd get out of bed, dress ready to ride, and start generally with a fairly basic breakfast.
It's actually been pretty cushy so far, but we're getting a few more interesting roads with potholes that you could actually park a vehicle in and not notice until you actually came upon them. And yet I think our main risk on the road is still animals and big vehicles. You get the buses and trucks that will sort of ride you off the road. That's pretty dangerous. Dave, can you describe the road to us?
Bumpy?
Bumpy?
Bumpy, yeah.
It was. How come I got muddy if it was just bumpy?
And muddy.
So then after breakfast it would be basically back to the rooms, get all the panniers clipped on the bike, make sure that the GPS was ready for the route, and then 7:30 would be on the road heading to where we thought we'd be having lunch.
Yum! Wow. Can't capture the aroma really, can you?
No.
Around 12 would stop, have a bite to eat, top up on water, and then basically carry on until we got to where we were supposed to be, generally around about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock sometimes in the afternoon. And then the activity would be to decide where to stay for the night.
Yeah, and this is the local welcoming committee, the local...
Yeah, I'm the one.
He's the local rester man.
Yeah.
And he might like some biscuits too.
Thank you.
You can have more than one.
I'm a Sagnalo.
Yes.
And that was always an interesting moment because, again, 6 strong leaders amongst the group, we all had different opinions on where we should stay. So there would always be a little bit of negotiation that took place at that stage.
It's the end of another busy day, riding through the sand like a hero.
It would be basically straight in, get yourself a shower, and then look for dinner for that night. So we'd have dinner and then generally debrief the day. There'd be some discussions on what happened during the day, but more importantly would be the discussion for the next day. Where are we going? How far are we going to go? What's the location going to be?
And we've been told tomorrow's road into Rwanda is a banded highway, so a couple of locals have told us not to go down it actually, so we've got a wee bit more research to do before we set off in the morning. But I think from now on north it gets a bit tougher. We've been through the easy part, I think.
With that decided, my role then was to go back, get my laptop out and actually plan that route on the software I had, and then download that route file to my GPS. And that would generally see you finishing around about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And then it's basically off to sleep and start the same again the next day. After a long, hard day on the bike, in the dirt and the dust, we'd often sit down to a quiet, refreshing beer, served in a chilled glass, with your favourite safari or Kilimanjaro.